Good morning, guys. It's October the 24th, almost through October, guys. Got, what, 6, 7 days left? 2023, it's a morning live stream. Looking at Bitcoin here. I want to show you the fractal from COVID. I mentioned it last night in last night's live. Had some good talk last night. Last night's live is a good one to watch if you haven't watched it. Shared some theories and ideas. Chemo shared some theories there. It was a good conversation, at least to listen to. So yeah, the COVID fractal. This is COVID on the left. This is current price action on the right. You'll notice the different sections that I've marked similarly. So we're kind of right here in this breakout phase. Okay, we've broken out of this trash in a similar fashion. Now, just because we've had a fractal that's the same up to this point, it is finally and now recognizable. I didn't recognize it until the breakout, and I wonder how many others are recognizing the same fractal, which makes me skeptical a little bit of this repeating itself. We find fractals often, and at some point the fractal will break down and something different will occur. So the question is, what is the different that's going to happen? So I commend that to you. You do what you want with the fractal idea. I'm going to track it, but as soon as it breaks its character, then we'll note that as well. Looking at Bitcoin and how this wave is moving, it is definitely showing a sign of strength right now. It's giving, it gave a pullback. Excuse me, pullback. It took it all back. Now we have this three wave right here with an impulse behind it. So chances are the fractal is going to play similarly here for a bit, where it's probably going to begin working its way up. It's going to look a lot three wave-ish, but it's going to work its way up in some kind of choppy form like that. So I would trade it that way personally. The best times to trade are going to be when the 15-minute, the 1 hour, when all the charts find their bottoms in the RSI, when they reset. That's going to give you a better sense for a trade. Let me look at the 4 hour here quick. My chart is not loading. There we go. So yeah, the 4 hour hasn't broken down yet, hasn't reset at all. So that's for long-term trades. The 4 hour reset. 1 hour, however, is, man, my chart is having a hard time. Let me disconnect from my VPN here. See if that's it. The 1 hour is showing signs of coming down potentially. Now it doesn't mean price is going to come down. It just means that price could go up kind of choppy and correctively while the RSI kind of resets a little bit. Much like this right here in that section there, where RSI came down but price was steady moving up. Price was going sideways in this range, and yet the RSI was resetting there. So that's a bullish reset. Okay, so watch for that kind of price action there. That's going to let you know that, hey, there's going to be another move to the upside coming. Okay. All right, so pay attention to those things. What else? What else to talk about? Keep in mind shenanigans. I don't know that my ADA count is the same and good. I'm watching ADA, but I don't know that my count and my idea is going to play. I'm about ready to let it go. We'll see. But just when I let it go, it actually does play. So my ADA idea has been up to this point. Let me show you here on the grander time frame here. So we had a three-wave move. I thought that was reversal. Okay, I thought that was a nice ending diag of some kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it was an ending diag, and then I thought this was going to be an impulse wave, a 1, 2, right? But it wasn't. It turned out to be, it was an impulse wave. It was, but what kind of impulse wave? Because this came down and took the low out. Okay, that took the low out. So even if you try to make this a flat, right? You don't have a 1, 2 or an AB, because that's not three waves, unless you say it is what it is and it's three waves. So it's the way I've reconciled it is this is three waves. Okay. Now I was thinking, okay, this is three waves. We should be getting a big move to the upside. That's what we should be getting. Well, we didn't get that, did we? No, we didn't. We got this three-wave monster, okay, with a triangle there in the middle. I think, or some, whatever, some kind of three-wave something. So what's happening? Well, we got this thing, boom. Now we're getting this. So I'm thinking, oh, they're just doubling it up. So 3, 3, and then 3. That's what I've been expecting. That's what I've been watching for. I've been talking about that for a while. Maybe you guys remember that. So W, X, and Y. And then that gives you some kind of either ending diag or WXY, and maybe it becomes a large flat. I don't know. But nevertheless, I think 3, 3, 3, 3. Looking for this, which could, eventually do that, and then go up, right? If ADA is going to last, but that would be next year. Now thinking about timing here, we got an election year, okay? This COVID, this was 2020, guys. That was an election year as well. The market pumped just prior to the election. The big moves began happening just prior to the election. So I don't know if that means anything or not for timing, but it's worth a consideration. In other words, maybe we get the pump, the real pump in 2024 prior to the election. Who knows? Or after the election, or whatever. Okay, what I note here on the 12-hour is that the 12-hour is supremely overbought. Doesn't mean it can't go up anymore. It just means that, hey, we're hanging out pretty tall here in the RSI. If you'll note right here, see that move right there? We were the same height at this level right there. So all the price needs is just a little correction to get us down here. And then they can pump price again if they want to. And that gets the RSI like that. I'm just kind of copying this. Going to flag out, finish the wave. And that would be 5 waves. Boom, 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 like that. So this could finish if my flat idea is playing. This could finish up here around 42K. Looking for some kind of consolidation area here. And then we go up. 42K. Hit the 3618. It's a nice retrace. Now let's talk another idea here. What if my flat idea is wrong? And We're just going to look
Hey,
at.
Jim, just quickly, we got news in 7 minutes, just to let you know.
Thank you. What if my flat idea is wrong? And this right here was a correction in X wave. So we have A, B, and now we're in C. The 1618 is up here at 49K. So if it's bullish like that, there you go. Now, let me remind you of my market maker special. This is a little high, but it's not too high. And I suppose my market maker special count is still there. Okay. Where you have A, B, C. And you have A, B, C. So remember that count. Be aware of its possibility. Trade safely, please. It makes sense, guys, that they give you a fractal, like the COVID fractal, and then do something different. I've heard all of you and me target 40K. Everybody's looking for 40K. What if we bonk our heads right here? Right there. And we don't go any further. And this rejects. Talk about the liquidity grab of the century. What a move. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't know. That's my imagination. Messing with waves, wave structure. This would coincide with what I would expect geopolitically and economically. This kind of a move. With war breaking out all over. Who knows what other wars are going to be coming. Wars and rumors of wars. We'll see. This might be the beginning. Biblical times here. We got an economic collapse coming. It's coming. It's on the precipice. The dollar will not last. But how long will it last? What are the death throes of the dollar? I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to last. So anyway, just my spidey senses are saying, hey, listen, guys, stay even keel. Stay neutral. Trade well. Trade what you're seeing. But remember shenanigans. Especially with the fractal. This fractal is too good. How good? Too good. And whenever they give you a fractal that's too good, guys, it's probably too good. So back to ADA. I still think that that's a possibility. I haven't let it go yet, but this is kind of big and drawn out, a little bit bigger than I expected. But it's not out of the possibility here. We've got hidden bear here on the daily chart. It's pretty strong, and it's on the daily, and it's oversold, overbought. Now, is it? Can they take it out? Can they take out that hidden? Yeah. How often, though, on S-Coin charts, do you see this kind of price action where it pumps and then it just starts coming down? Pumps, starts coming down. What's that?
All every day.
Your mic's a little. I heard it, but your mic's a little messed up. Could be my internet connection. I don't know. So anyway, looking at ADA, WXY maybe, which we're about ready for this move right here. Okay. There you go, guys. That's the warning of, hey, there may be a secret chart here that's telling the story differently. Do you believe in Matic? What is Matic saying to us, guys? Really overbought. Not just a little overbought. There's hidden bear here. Not just a little. I want to warn you guys to be careful here. And be careful shorting too. The short may come, but it may come in a way you don't expect and at a time you don't expect. So you might wait for it to begin. If you think it's going to happen, wait for it to begin. And trade pullbacks and continuations.
"30 seconds to news."
What is the news today?
PMI. DXY's moving.
DXY is pumping up the jams here. I'm expecting a little pumping up the jams here. There's two ways that this could go up. This could just go up from here.
Came in hot for the DXY.
This could go up from here to finish our 110 range, or we could go up with a flat, come back down like I've drawn, and then go up. So, but when this spike occurs, the rest of the markets will probably tank. Or this spike is going to occur when the other markets tank, because people will be selling into the dollar. So, yeah, there's that as well. So I see one more. So, can't explain it, guys, but I just feel like watch out for this move. But once that finishes, once the DXY reaches target zone, I think DXY is going to turn around. And people are going to get out of the dollar and get into something else when it's time, when it's ready. Is that when the ETFs come? Is that when who knows? Who knows how that's going to play out geopolitically and timing wise? But Okay, let's look at XRP for a moment. What's XRP looking like to you? Looks like a correction to me. Until it doesn't. Until it gets, goes, I pointed this out last night. See if I can find it again. Ah, there it is. Pointed out this fractal last night. See this right here? So you had this move down 3 ways, move down. Then you had this initial move back up. Initial move back up. Down. Down. Up in 3. Up in 3. Sell off. Sell off. Same kind of fractal. I got a feeling all this pumping is getting everybody bullish so they can dump it. We'll see though. I could be wrong. I've offered the bull count, right? I've offered the bear count. I've offered the watch out count. Just trade safe, right? So we've done our due diligence and we've presented all sides of the market. Any ideas or thoughts that you could share with the group for the good of the group? Adrian, you want to share your theory?
Well, it's just what I'm seeing going on, but I'm sure everybody else is seeing as well. Until BlackRock have completed their buy, price is going to continue to pump. Not going to get much of a pullback. I mean, I know, like, you might get $1,000, but that's it. And I think we're going to end up somewhere between 37 and 40. And then you're going to have a race to announce the first ETF either by the end of the year or the beginning of next year, and that's going to give us the. In between that and actually happening, we might get a small dump, and then it's going to go. And as soon as that ETF gets announced, all bets are off. Like, if you're not on the train, you'll have missed it.
I would think that the ETF would be a distribution event. Buy the rumor, sell the news, basically. Or sell the event. I mean, buy the news, ETF, buy the news and sell the event.
Yeah. Once that ETF goes live and it's being traded, and all of a sudden the market is increased by $1 trillion, because that's what has to happen, then obviously, in order for Bitcoin to increase its value, increase its market space by $1 trillion, it needs to go up in price.
The moment the futures came live, backed, it dumped. The moment the day it came live, it dumped, and it's done that twice now. So historically, when futures come on and new markets come in, price goes down immediately. Everybody believes it's good for the market. So the days prior to the futures coming live, there was a major pump. But the day the event happened, the day they went live, major sell-off. So that's history. Verifiable history. So again, it could be a profit-taking event where the news of the ETF is, pumping the market, at the moment, so there can be profit taking and dumping. Okay, so let's watch. Let's see how today's price action consolidates. If it stays in this range, pretty solid. Good. I mean that's still showing signs of strength, but we'll analyze the wave structure this evening after the day gives us some waves, and we'll see what it's pointing to. If it's pointing correctively, or that choppy move to the upside that I talked about in the fractal. Is that going to play? Something like this going to play right here, where we just stay in this range, but is price action pointing to that, or is price action pointing to maybe creating a top, and maybe my shenanigan market maker special count might be something to watch for. So let's really keep an eye on. Let's stay diligent the next couple of days on the wave structure and see what it's pointing to, and stay as neutral as possible. All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. Good to be with you as always.